Okay, I'm back and I want to finish these last three. Again, we're working on going 6 for 6 on the first 6 on the midterm. These problems are all derived from chapter 1. They're the easiest on the exam. Let's see if we can't get it done. Alright, now find an expression for the following. An expression. Find an expression, not an equation. Note that all of these are expressions for the following. The sum of two consecutive odd integers if the first one is n. So the first one is n, and how do we define with a variable the next one? Well, we're going to use n. Suppose this was n was 5. You'd have to go 2 more to get to the next consecutive odd, 7. So whatever n is, it's an odd integer. To get to the next one, I need to add 2 to it. And so there is the variable representation of two consecutive odd, or if you will, even integers, since they are also work under the same model, the same idea. So what do they ask us to do to these two consecutive odd integers now that we have a variable representation for them? They ask us to sum them. Find the sum of two consecutive. So I'm going to sum the first one and the second one. And when I look over here, I don't see that answer over here, but I know I can combine like terms and create another variation of the answer. N plus n is 2n plus 2. And that answer is indeed over here. And so there you go. Well, we're talking midterm strategy, and I just want to point out that this is a valid answer, and this is a valid answer. And suppose this answer didn't appear over there. Well, you might think that you could massage the answers even more, your answer even more, and factor out a 2, and you'd get this, which is also a valid answer and may be one of the ones that appear in the list over here. The point I'm making is that you're going to have to massage your answers on this exam to make them fit the answer list. And before clicking off, on a lot of these answers I'll have E, none of these, none of the above. Before clicking off on E, make sure you've done suitable massaging and that your answer isn't really over there, you just haven't quite uncovered it yet. Alright, I want to move this out of the way, and I want to drag this up and get after this fifth problem. I'm going to have to solve for I, and so what I suggest you do is you locate I and realize you're going to isolate that, and there's only one way to do it, and that's to untangle it. I'm going to have to subtract that C that's being added to it, but I'm also going to have to do this multiplication by negative 1/4. All of this is being multiplied by negative 1/4, including the C. So how do I do this undo this multiplication by negative 1/4? And the answer is you multiply by the reciprocal here. So I'm going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal negative 1/4. On the left side I get this, on the right side I get this. And I'm going to draw this out in a little more detail than is probably necessary. I'm going to make three terms, so you can really see that on the right hand side I've got three numbers being multiplied together. You can do multiplication in any order you want. When I do this multiplication here, all of this cancels, and all I'm left with is 1. Over here I have negative 4h, and over here I've got I plus c. All we need to do now is simply subtract c from both sides and rewrite the I first. So I'm going to have I is equal to, subtracting c from this side, I'm going to have negative 4h minus c. The answer, though, might be in alphabetical order. They might have the variables in alphabetical order like this. It could be either one of those. I don't have the order of the answer list over here. But again, the ability to massage your answer before you give up on it is important. Okay, last one. Simplify and write with positive exponents only. Okay, this is really, I'm going to show the multiplication between the 4 and the x. And I'm doing that to show you that the 4 is not to the negative third power. The only thing to the negative third power here is the x. And since they want us to write the answer with positive exponents only, the only thing that needs to be done is we need to alter this so that this is a positive exponent. Now by definition, the way you do that is you realize that you have a fraction and you change the position of the base in that fraction. In this case it's upstairs, it's going to come downstairs. Of course, there's a multiplication, a factor of 1 there, so the top of the fraction isn't going to be naked. There's going to be a 1 up there. The base comes down below. It does not change, but what changes is the sign on the exponent. Whenever you shift it from one story to the other story, the sign changes. In this case, the negative 3 is going to become a positive 3. Now, I'm not giving you any justification for why this is. I'm going to link to another video that will give you more practice for the ones that, the more difficult ones that follow this. But the idea here is the explanation for this is in your textbook if you want to know why it works. For now, we do know we can replace this x in the negative third with this. And of course this simplifies as 4 over x third. And that is answer D over here. Okay, I hope that helps. You really want to go 6 for 6 on these first 6. Good luck with the exams. I'll be talking to you soon.